Welcome in to Seahawks Today, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. So glad to have you with us for our weekly Wednesday live show as we will get you set with the latest Seattle Seahawks news and rumors as we are just a couple days away from the Seahawks playoff matchup against the San Francisco 49ers as we build up. This is our build-up portion. We're here a little bit early today, about a half hour early because we didn't want to wait around. This is such a big week, the biggest week of the year for the Seahawks. And so with that, as the 12s, you file in here, and we want to make sure, just in case there's not any Niner fans around, that we drown those out. Who do you got? Seahawks or Niners? Seahawk fans, I need you to spam C in the chat for Seattle. Get those in there loud and proud. Show yourselves out. I see Ashley checking in. Robert also says C. I'm going to shout out everybody that spams C in the chat as well. Anita says, go Hawks. That's right. Go Hawks. Need a big win this week as we're in the playoffs. Crazy to think that happened, but here we are. And we'll have our usual stuff today. We got a mailbag we'll get to later. We also have a look at the latest news and rumors, got a game preview, a full show on tap coming up here on Seahawks Today. You'll not want to miss it. And if you want to be a part of the mailbag, use the hashtag Seahawks to get your questions in, or you can super chat, and your questions will go to the very front of the line for our Q&A mailbag coming up later on. Jeremy Chuggs is in here with me today, as always, and Chuggsy, it is good to see you. Last week, most people didn't think this was going to happen, but here we are. The Seattle Seahawks are in the postseason. They took care of the Rams in overtime.
They're here.
And then the Lions took down the Packers. Wow. Incredible, huh?
I mean, you couldn't write up a better
cheers to that
ending to the season. You know, storybook ending, you need the Lions to win on Sunday Night Football. They come back.
They're
in Lambeau. They're not playing for themselves. They're playing for pride. They're playing for the Seahawks to get through. And to spoil a division rival, I mean,
right,
it was awesome.
Not to mention that the Seahawks win actually eliminated Detroit, and yet Detroit still found a way to win.
It's because Quandre Diggs was offered to pay for the vacation of multiple Lions players.
Right.
That's why they won.
I see Christopher Bryson's in the house.
Scotty Adams,
welcome. Mikey in Houston.
Scotty.
That's Chuggsy's hometown, Houston. Michael, also here. Bradley says, any news on Rashad Penny? No, we do not have an update on Rashad Penny, unfortunately. He was hoping that he could be back for the playoffs, but have not heard anything on that regard.
So, Tyler, you're going to be going over this later, so I don't want you to answer this.
Okay.
But I want to know, everybody who's watching, the biggest key to victory for the Seahawks against the Niners. We're going to break it down in detail. Later on, it's our third segment on the live show today. I want to know, what do the Seahawks have to do to win this game?
What do you guys think? What is the biggest key to victory for Seattle against San Francisco? Jeremy, let's start with you. What do you think?
Super cliche. I think you have to win the turnover battle.
Yeah.
I think if you can force Brock Purdy, even though he's had a great season so far, in his short stint as taking over for the 49ers as a starting QB. If you can force him into a couple turnovers and Geno can protect the ball, I think the Seahawks have a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're certainly right about that.
And, I think you need to – you saw it last week against Baker Mayfield and the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Can this front make Purdy get out of his comfort zone? Can they pressure him? Can they get in his head a little bit?
Right.
I think if you can rattle him, he was the last pick in the draft for a reason.
Sure.
He's obviously a skill player. He's in the NFL. But at the same time, he is not Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
He is not Josh Allen.
Right.
If you can get in his head, if you can hit him a couple times, I really think this Seattle Seahawks defense can, change the course of the game.
So the chat is saying linebacker says read option. Ashley says have to stop the run and have our offense come out swinging. Robert says we need a couple turnovers.
Yep.
And no false starts in the red zone. Very important. Limit the penalties. Seattle has not been great when it comes to penalties this year.
Yeah.
Bradley says have to establish the run game. Don't turn the ball over. Yeah, it's me. Matt says Purdy is inexperienced. Pressure this guy and protect Geno Smith. Mikey in Houston says defensive line, time of possession. Get in the chat. Let us know what is the biggest key to victory for Seattle.
And it's like, first round of the playoffs just so happens to be a division rival at the same time. So,
who you've seen twice already.
You've seen them twice already, like you said. So the third time, rubber match,
So
or
Marcus,
I guess not a rubber match in this instance.
Right. Marcus wants to know, how big of a factor do you think the weather will be? So a little look at the forecast. As of a couple hours ago, the last I saw, in Santa Clara, there is a 90% chance of rain, which, according to some people in this office, they think that means that 90% of Santa Clara is going to get rained on. So maybe the stadium, Levi Stadium, is within that 10%.
Oh, my God.
I am of the belief that means there's actually, what it says, a 90% chance of rain to occur. But yes, it will be raining, and I would like to think that helps the Seahawks, as you Seattle people know you're used to rain.
First of all, the first way is correct. 90% of the area is going to get rain.
Is there any chance? So there's a 10% chance that Levi Stadium might be not getting rained on, and everywhere else in Santa Clara gets rained on, is what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying, Tyler. Second of all, do you think the rain helps out the Seahawks or the Niners more?
I think both teams want to run the football. I would say that there's no real advantage, but I would say that for the Seahawks, they're not against the idea necessarily. Both teams want to run the ball.
I mean, and it's Seattle. You get a ton of rain.
Right.
So, I don't know. Also, Michael, good point. You got to cover Kittle. He's been the main guy that Purdy's looked to, especially in the red zone. Yeah. Purdy has been able to find Kittle a lot this season.
Right.
So if you can cover Kittle, if you can lock him down, especially in the red zone, I think that'll be a key to success as well.
Yeah, certainly so. We have 40 people watching right now. I see we have 9 likes. Y'all, you got to hit that like button. If you're rooting for your Seahawks, if you're glad to be here today, you want to have a good time, enjoy your Wednesday afternoon, smash that like button. Show us some love if you would. As we're in our build-up portion of the show, our official start time is technically 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, but this is such a big week, we had to come on early.
And I kind of alluded to it here. Who do you guys think will play better? I mean, Geno had an incredible season, arguably better than Russ's season last year for the Seahawks.
Broke the single-season passing yards record in franchise history.
I mean, Geno has been balling this year. Can he keep that up? Can he ball out against the 49ers in this game? Arguably one of the best defenses in the NFL, Tyler.
Yeah.
And then will we see this continuation by Brock Purdy to continue and play well?
So here's the question I have. What we've seen from Geno Smith throughout much of the year is the offense has moved steadily, and he did a good job of taking care of the football for the most part. But in the last 5 games, Geno Smith has 5 interceptions. Brock Purdy, since he's been the starter for San Francisco, has looked really good. And he's done a really good job of taking care of the football. Who's more likely to make those mistakes of turning the football over?
You'd like to think Brock, right?
You'd think.
He's a rookie.
But based on this recent sample size, that answer would be Geno. So we'll see. To me, I think that could be the difference in this ball game ultimately, is what quarterback plays better.
Yeah,
I think Geno is the better quarterback, but as of late, Brock's played better.
We have a GS from Ashley Bach. We have a Niner fan in the chat. Jack Boy Joker says Brock Purdy. Yeah, it's me. Matt says Geno Smith, baby Brock will choke. That's what we're all hoping on. Robert Camp says Brock Purdy. Fallen World, is Godwin injured? Reminder, good question. Fallen World, if you do have a question, go ahead and use hashtag Seahawks or Super Chat to get on the show. We're going to be doing a mailbag later, so if you do have a question, just like that, Fallen World, use hashtag Seahawks in your comment, and we'll bring it up into the mailbag later on.
Let's show them the Super Chat menu, shall we?
Oh, good point.
So, folks, this is our happy hour specials. Every Wednesday here on Seahawks Today is happy hour, where we offer you deals.
Somewhere.
Yes, 5 o'clock somewhere. where we offer you deals that you're not going to get anywhere else. Any super chat that gets you a shout out. $2, you can ask me or Jeremy Chugs anything. Doesn't have to be football related either. $5, we'll sing the DK song, which we came up with last week, and I'll be honest, it's quite a banger.
It's legendary.
So, if you have not heard it yet, it is worth every penny. $5 and you could get it, the DK song. $10 to take a shot. I do have the Fireball in hand, although after this past Sunday, might not be a great idea to keep on drinking Fireball, but you know what? We got to keep drinking because when we drink, the Seahawks score, and it worked on Sunday, so we might as well get the momentum going now for the rest of the weekend, as far as I'm concerned. Every $150 will take down a boot. Jeremy, you took down the last boot. I believe it's my turn to take a boot first, unless you're really feeling a boot today. Either way.
Well, we'll see when we get there.
We'll see when we get there. Boot's right here. Mark Sanchez already won the boot. But before we send Mark the boot, I would love to continue to fill this thing up. Every $100 that you send in gets you a spot in the Boot Hall of Fame. And we'll do a Hall of Fame induction ceremony and everything for you here on the show. But it'll cost you $100. You get a spot on the Boot Hall of Fame, and you will be on Mark Sanchez's mantle at some point in time. So that is what's at stake there. Who plays better, Geno Smith or Brock Purdy? I see Ashley says Geno Smith. Jack Boy Joker says Brock Purdy. Robert says Brock Purdy. Robert says Geno. Georgie says Geno. Mikey in Houston says Geno.
Robert, you got to pick a side.
Pick one.
You said BP and GS. They can't
That's
both
not an
play
answer.
better.
It's not an answer. Who do you got? Who plays better, Geno Smith or Brock Purdy? Raw Hector, I see your question using the hashtag Seahawks. That's how it's done. Great job on that. Hashtag Seahawks or Super Chat to get your questions on the
We got some
mailbag.
Niner fans in the chat. Anthony, 49ers faithful, saying Purdy.
Yeah, goodness. Yeah, it's me. Matt says San Francisco is number one on Rich Eisen's power ranking. Let's prove him and the rest of the country wrong. Who cares what Rich Eisen's power rankings are? I like Rich, but I couldn't give a damn about what his power rankings are.
Oh, Rich.
Goodness. Robert says, my bad, guys. Geno Smith, of course. Okay, good work.
Love
Robert.
to see it.
Yeah, love to see it indeed. First segment we'll get to is a look at the latest news and rumors on your Seahawks. And then we'll get to that mailbag using the hashtag Seahawks or Super Chatting to get on the mailbag. Only one mailbag today. And then we will preview the Seahawks matchup with the San Francisco 49ers coming up later. I see you, the poke boy, getting a lot of those Geno Smiths in there. So that's good to see.
It's you, the poke kid.
The poke kid. Thank you for correcting that.
And
I saw the picture. I assume boy.
Raw Hector, we see your question. We're going to get that on the mailbag. Continue to use hashtag Seahawks or Super Chat to skip the line and get on our mailbag coming up in a little bit. But we were saying earlier, Tyler, we got 69 concurrent viewers. Can we get a little bit more likes? If you haven't hit the like button,
what are you waiting for?
Help us out. That helps.
Tickle that like button.
That helps the channel so much whenever you hit the like button. It's free. It's just right there. It helps get our show out there to the masses. It lets people know, hey, we're not spam. So go ahead, like the video. And we're going to get started on today's show with the latest Seahawks news and rumors.
Yes, indeed. I am going to put a minute on the clock. We're at 74 viewers and at 20 likes. How many likes can we get in the next minute? 1 minute on the clock, little challenge to see.
Should be 70.
Yeah.
Everybody should like the video.
Should be. Come on, guys. Who's got it? Who is going to be hitting that like button? And when you hit that like button, say so in the chat. We'll shout you out. So,
you the poke kid said he liked it.
That's good. You the poke kid. What a unique name. You the poke kid. Steve Bailey says, yo, what's up, Steve? Welcome. Glad to have you here. Steve's right. Like it up. Like it up, up. Like it up, up. Like it up, up. I'm on fire! Oh, that's good. Tycoon liked it.
Jackie Griffin liked it.
Jackie. 10 seconds on the clock. How many more likes are we going to get in this next 10 seconds as we are just about to get the show started? Linebacker says I did before the show started.
Ryer and
Hello,
Bradley.
Ryer. And Bradley. Cash says everyone get those likes up. That's right.
Let's go.
All right. Yu says you can call the Poke Kid says you can call me Yu if you want. That's fine.
Like it up.
Like it up. All right. So we get to 33 likes. Still got more to go. I want to keep that going though.
Got the boot in your shot.
Oh, I got the boot in my shot. Yeah, I'll move that out of the way. But that's a good reminder though. Every $100 gets you a spot in the Boot Hall of Fame. Mark Sanchez already won the boot, but I would love to add more members to the Boot Hall of Fame today. So let's see.
All righty. You ready?
Yeah, let's see. Sydney says 49er not going to do well in the rain, wind, storm, and muddy field. We'll see.
Hopefully not.
Let me get my doc all here. All right, I'm just about ready to go. We will get to our first segment, the latest Seahawks news and rumors, coming up next here on Seahawks Today. Jeremy, we all good?
We're all good.
All right, here we go. Welcome into Seahawks Today, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Happy to have you with us. On today's show, we have the latest Seattle Seahawks news and rumors of what's happening with your favorite team, including a look at the Seahawks injury report, some positive news to get to on that front. Also, who could be the Seahawks X factor this week against the San Francisco 49ers, and what did Pete Carroll have to say on the matchup against San Fran? We will dive into all of that and more coming up in just a few moments from right now. Before we get to that, though, a quick shout-out to Quandre Diggs. Not only did he play excellent in that win on Sunday against the LA Rams, had a crucial interception, he was just named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And, you know, he talked about afterwards that he was going to do something big for the Lions for if they were able to get the win, getting them a trip to Cabo. And sure enough, they delivered. So Quandre not only did his part, but now he rewarded the Lions for their help to get the Seahawks into the postseason. Great job by Quandre Diggs. So everybody spam 6 in the comments section to show some love for Quandre Diggs. Big congrats to him on a great game and a very well-deserved reward. And hopefully he can come through again with a big game on Saturday against San Francisco. Let's get to some injury news now, starting with D. Eskridge, also known as Dwayne Eskridge. Remember, he'd been placed on IR with a broken hand, but good news for him, he could possibly be making a return this week as he participated in walkthroughs on Tuesday. Pete Carroll said it would be a challenge to get him ready for the 49ers, but didn't quite rule it out. And what if we talked about all season long with this Seattle Seahawks team when it comes to the receiving corps? You already know what you have in DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett as your 1-2 punch, and they're as good as any wide receiver duo in football. But then beyond that, we have seen inconsistencies when it comes to finding that number 3 target of some sorts. We've seen the tight ends have their days from time to time. We've seen Marquise Goodwin look good at times. We know D. Eskridge is talented, but he hasn't been able to stay healthy. If you get D. Eskridge back, that would only add another weapon. That would only help. And so although the Seahawks have been without him for the most part, getting him back would be a positive if they can get him out there. That would be a nice gain to have, especially at this juncture. Here's what Pete Carroll had to say about D. Eskridge. He's an explosive player. He's got a lot of firepower. He's been out for quite a while, so it'd be a lot maybe to get him back this week. But first, we've got to see him in practice. We haven't seen him in like 6 weeks or something. The numbers on D. Eskridge, as we mentioned, the playing time limited, just 7 catches for 58 yards. But he is a guy that can be used in a number of ways, not just as a receiver, but also in the return game as well. So we'll continue to monitor that and see if Dwayne Eskridge can make his return this week for Seattle. Coming up next, an update on Ryan Neal that we will get to. And Ryan Neal, they'd love to have back. He was named by Pro Football Focus as a all-pro caliber safety this past week. More on him in just a second. Before we do, today's show is presented by BetUS, the exclusive sportsbook partner of Chat Sports. If you go to chatsports.com/bet, enter the promo code Seahawks125, you will get a 125% deposit bonus. Put $100 down, you get $125 to spend for free. And you can bet on this weekend's game against San Francisco. You can bet on the other wild card games as well. Maybe you're feeling college basketball or NBA. Get your bets in. The Niners are favored by 10.5 at this point. Over under at 43. What's your bets going to be? Let me know and get your bets in now at chatsports.com/bet. Hammer that Seahawks plus 10.5, right? You got to. You got to. Believe, I tell you. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code Seahawks125. Ryan Neal nearing a possible return. Here's the latest on Neal. He was a limited participant in practice this week, his first practice since December 9th with a knee injury. And now the million-dollar question becomes, will he play against San Francisco this week? And you look at this Seahawks team, they would love to have Ryan Neal back, and Neal has played at a pretty high level this season. The numbers for Ryan Neal in 2022 include 66 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 8 pass breakups, 1 interception, and 1 forced fumble, or 4 tackles for loss, rather. And so we mentioned with Ryan Neal of how Pro Football Focus seems to love him, and then the Seahawks with a need to find that number 3 option of a wideout target. I wonder what would be more important. Would it be Ryan Neal or would it be D. Eskridge? I lean towards Ryan Neal, having Ryan Neal back. But if you're a Seahawks fan, obviously you'd have to love both of them. You'd have to want both of them back, quite frankly. So who is more important this weekend against San Francisco? Is it D? Is it Ryan Neal? If it's Dwayne Eskridge, type DE for D. Eskridge in the comment section. If you think it's Ryan Neal, type RN for Ryan Neal. Let me know in the comment section who is more important this week for Seattle. Is it D. Eskridge or is it Ryan Neal? Moving on now, let's talk about Godwin Ikwebuike, as SB Nation has named him as a possible X factor against San Francisco. And you look at Godwin, this is somebody that can be used in multiple ways, right? In particular as a return man. 11 kickoffs, averaging 28 yards per return. That's a lot. And, those long returns, obviously, those equal more first downs. So certainly can have a big impact and has a long of 50 yards a return. And this is a guy that has been an electric return man. And, we have talked about on this show for the last couple of weeks with the questions with Tyler Lockett, what he's dealt with injury-wise and trying to protect certain players. If Godwin can be effective as a return man in his own right, where it saves you from having to use a quality starter like Tyler Lockett, for example, in the return game, that could go a long way with what he could potentially bring to the table. And when we look at these playoff games over the years and try to find those unsung heroes, if you're going to make a deep playoff run, you have to have guys show up that maybe weren't necessarily there in the regular season, that weren't, the do-it-all type guys. Godwin might be the potential guy Seattle's looking for this team to have that missing piece of some sorts. Don't sleep on what he could potentially do in the return game for the Seahawks. So, let's send some good energy here. Like the video if you want Godwin to return a kick for a touchdown. Simple as that. I know you do. And so let's go ahead and just make our voices heard, do our part, and show some love to Godwin. Go ahead and hit that like button if you want to see him return a kick for a touchdown this week against San Francisco. You got to join us coming up this weekend. We have an incredible watch party coming up for the Seahawks and the 49ers. We will get things started about an hour before kick, around 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific, for our Seahawks and 49ers watch party. We will preview the game, react to it in real time, have a few drinks on hand. We'll do a live post-game show as well. I'm going to be joined by the one and only Jeffrey Cooperstein, Koopa Loop. He'll be in the house with me. It is going to be incredible. If you had a good time last week, you ain't seen nothing yet. Join us coming up on Saturday afternoon right here on the channel, youtube.com/Seahawks TV. Subscribe for free, sub for dubs. Let's get after it. Let's have ourselves a day coming up on Saturday. You won't want to miss it. All right, before we go, Pete Carroll spoke this week in his press conference about the matchup with San Francisco as they see San Fran for the third time this year. And Pete had some interesting things to say on San Francisco. Pete said, unfortunately, we're playing the Niners. Doesn't sound too enthused about that. And they're loaded and healthy and on a roll, about as hot as you can possibly get, and doing it in a really commanding fashion, too, with a young quarterback who's doing so well. They don't fool you. They just line up and they're running their scheme. They've got some things that they do. They pressure rarely but effectively. It's just the fact that they're so consistent at what they do. You have to beat them. You have to block them. You have to make them miss you because they're going to be in the right spots and they're going to execute really well. So, put it this way. It's no secret. Pete Carroll's echoing what we all know. The Niners right now are the hottest team in the National Football League. And this is a type of game where you have to play perfect. It is all hands on deck. It is a bring your lunch pail type of game. Everything has to go right for Seattle. And so Pete Carroll, he knows that. Geno Smith and company. That, to me, as we'll preview this game later on this week here on Seahawks Today. But I got to tell you, just being honest with you and looking ahead, everything needs to go right. This week of practice is crucial. Can they win it? Yeah, they can. But they have to do everything well. Pete Carroll knows that. As always, you can interact with me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Tyler Jones Live, talking about your Seattle Seahawks there. It's a big week. Stay tuned to the channel. We'll see you next time here on Seahawks Today. All right, that is one segment down, and our audience is up to 152 so far. Welcome, all of you, as we have a big audience today for playoff time. Jeremy Chuggs is back here with me now as well. Chuggsy, what other wild card games intrigue you the most?
You know what? I think this Giants-Vikings game could be intriguing, or it could be a blowout. I think it's going to be a close. If it's a close game, I think the Giants win. If it's a blowout, I think the Vikings win. But that game really intrigues me. Everybody, obviously, I'm going to pull up.
Hawks by 90, 3 boots, 5 shots. Let's go.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Folks, we are off and rolling. Let's have a day.
Hawks by 90.
Hawks by 90.
Let's
Spam
go.
in the chat.
Hawks
by 90. Mark.
Let's go.
Unbelievable.
Marky Mark out of nowhere from the top rope.
Oh, unbelievable.
Oh, I don't even.
Spam Mark in the chat.
I don't even know what we were talking about. Oh, my God. Marky Mark.
Was that not the greatest thing you've ever seen?
Oh, my God. Out of nowhere from the top rope. Mark says, a key to the Seahawks win, just play football. There's no pressure on us. It's all in the Niners because if they lose, everyone will remind them and never let them forget. 3 boots and 5 shots, por favor. Hashtag Seahawks.
And Mark, that's 5 spots on the Boot Hall of Fame. Nominate 5 people.
Mark,
or put yourself, I don't care, whatever. 5 spots on the Boot Hall of Fame. We'll take care of the Hall of Fame inductions, and we'll take down the boots. We got 3 of these. Unbelievable.
Are we doing them before the mailbag?
I think we got to do them. I'm doing 1. You got 1.
And
then what do we think?
I say we save 1 for the end of the show.
Okay. Oh.
And
Dan says next time just put that $500 into crypto. No.
Probably not. I mean,
this is the best investment you'll ever have.
Bitcoin's down by a lot. You probably lost some money, Dano.
Right. Dano.
Probably.
Oh my gosh.
Spent that money on Ethereum and probably didn't get it back.
Wasn't that unbelievable?
Dano.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
Get the boots ready.
We're gonna be.
Terrian says, "What a show!" Tyler looks like Patrick Starr. What? Oh, the pink. Okay, yeah. And Mark Sanchez flexing all of us peasants.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Mark, unbelievable, unbelievable. So Mark and I had a little bet, and Mark said that if the Seahawks made the playoffs, he would be sending a $500 super chat into the show. And I said, okay, that sounds great. There was no end that I had to pay off the bet, but okay, great. And then the Seahawks win, obviously, on Sunday. And then the Lions took care of business. And immediately, within seconds of the game ending, I get a text from Mark that says, I will pay off that bet, but I have to wait for the right time. What a time that was.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable.
Well, while we get the boots ready, I'm going to go make sure that's all good. Tyler, you get their answers on this one. What other wild card game intrigues you the most this weekend?
What intrigues you the most, my friends? There's some really good games this week. And besides just the Seahawks and the 49ers, there's the boot. Get one of those ready. We got several of these to go. 3 boots. Chuck says, show me the money. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Oh! Coop Seeps. Get Coop and Seeps. So our Hall of Fame inductees will be Mark, me, Chugs, Coop, and Seeps. What a wonderful Hall of Fame class. 5 inductees to the Boot Hall of Fame coming up next in just a few moments from right now. Cowboys-Bucks is probably my favorite game of this weekend, besides Seahawks and Niners, obviously. Ryer says Bengals-Ravens. Andrew says Cowboys-Bucks. Let's see. Cash says, I want everything in me to see the Cowboys lose. I would love to see the Cowboys lose. That would be amazing. That would be awesome. Sydney says Cowboys-Bucks. Chuck says Seattle and Miami to the Super Bowl. Let's see. And Ashley says Bengals-Ravens. So we got some boots. We got some Hall of Fame inductions to take care of. the Poke Kid, says Jags-Chargers. Mark also says Seeps' Randy Moss jersey is on the way as well. So, Mark just delivers. Mark Sanchez, what a guy. What a guy Mark Sanchez is. Mark and I talk a few times every week, and I got to tell you, I've gotten to know Mark Sanchez this football season, and I got to tell you, what you see on this show, I know we love to talk to Mark back and forth on this show, but it's authentic. I mean, he's become a real friend of mine, and I'm glad that he's a part of us here on Seahawks Today. Everybody, spam Mark in the chat. That's the largest super chat ever in the history of this channel, and it's all because of Mark Sanchez making it happen. Everybody keep spamming Mark in the chat. Just unbelievable what we just witnessed. I can't believe it. Wow. Coop, Seeps. Get Coop and Seeps. They're about to be in the Boot Hall of Fame.
Oh.
As are you again.
Wow.
Oh, man. Let's see. Stewart says, watch Mark on Cowherd. True star. Yeah, that's correct. He is a star. Everybody's spamming Mark. UU says, Mark makes history. Mark is a dog. Sydney. Mark.
I was told I was requested.
Coop, courtesy of Mark Sanchez and his $5 super chat.
Seems is producing right now.
Okay, we'll bring in Seeps later. We'll take care of Seeps. You are going to the Boot Hall of Fame again, my friend. Coop,
Mark.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Mark. They can't take this away
They
from
can
me.
never take it away from you. They can't give you that Reggie Bush treatment.
It's a lifetime achievement.
This is a lifetime achievement. You're going to be on Mark Sanchez's mantle.
Mark, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. All the 12s out there. We're going to shock the world this weekend. That's all I'm going to say. We are going to shock the world.
We're going big.
That's all I'm going to say.
Hey, Coop, congratulations. You are now a two-time inductee of the Boot Hall of Fame.
It's rare to be a multi-time inductee of any. I'm very
How much for
I appreciate it.
Everybody spam Coop in the chat.
You know I love y'all.
Oh, there it is.
How much for a shot?
There's Coop again.
Let's go. Hey.
We still owe 3 more shots to
We'll
take
see
care of,
y'all-
too. You want to take a
I'll
shot?
take a shot.
I know you're not big into the boots,
We'll,
but
we'll
we can at
see
least
y'all-
celebrate your Hall of Fame induction with a shot.
We'll see y'all on Saturday. It's going to be an absolute party. I'm going to try to keep Tej in line, but no promises.
You'll
That's
try
what we
your
saw last
darndest.
weekend.
Just make sure that Carrie Underwood's on deck.
It's gonna be a dark.
Yes.
If Carrie Underwood's there, we're good.
All right.
To Mark.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To 12, cheers
To
to
Mark!
Mark.
Mark.
You ready for this boot race?
Oh, I'm going to lose, but we can at least try. So these will be 2 of the boots. We still have another that we got to get to. That's 1 shot, 2. We have 4 more shots to go to as well. You know what? Let's make these jungle boots, shall we? Let's add to it. Let's take care of a couple of those shots. As I get the fireball out. Oh, let's go ahead and do your Hall of Fame induction now, too. You and me as we do these boots. Jeremy Chuggs, who's been with us all season long, every Wednesday, and he was with us in a couple watch parties throughout the preseason. It's in the name Chuggs. Nobody chugs like this guy. And, I mean, he is a favorite of Mark Sanchez. And you've already been in the Boot Hall of Fame once, and now you're going back. This is as good as it gets for Jeremy Chuggs. What a moment. Jeremy Chuggs.
I'd like to thank my mom. I'd like to thank Mark Sanchez, Brett Scott, James Yoder.
I'd like to thank my coaches for the opportunity.
Yes. I'd like to thank Sam for reminding me to change all 3s.
Yes.
I'd like to thank all the YouTube community. I'd like to thank the Academy and everyone out there who's helped me get on this Boot Hall of Fame.
I'd like to thank my doubters and my haters.
Yeah.
I let my haters be my motivator.
Yeah. Chuggs, welcome back to the Boot Hall of Fame. And I'm going to put Mark on now, too. We are going to save Seeps for later. He's producing a show right now, but we'll have him come back when he's freed up, and we'll put him on the Boot Hall of Fame. I bet we can get Seeps to do a boot for his Boot Hall of Fame induction. I bet we could probably make that happen.
Oh, yeah.
Mark, welcome back to the Boot Hall of Fame, a very familiar place for you, my friend. $500 super chat, the largest in the history of the channel. And you're getting this boot. The rest of the weekend, we're going to continue to try to fill this thing up. And I hope that by the time Mark receives this boot after the Seahawks 49ers game, that we continue to add more names and we have a full boot to give Mark Sanchez by the end of the weekend. So, Mark, welcome back. A familiar place, the Boot Hall of Fame.
Mark predicts rain, really hard rain, and it'll neutralize their speed. I kind of just want to take a shot on the side.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't
Take
know,
it straight from the
I
bottle.
don't know about the jungle booze. I'll do a mini boot.
Okay, there we go. So there's 2 shots taken care of.
L'chaim.
Cheers, DeMarc. I'll do the Jungle Boot though. There we go. And so that'll take care of 3 shots. We still have 2 more shots to go in another boot. There is no apple juice here. So this is not much of a race because I know I'll lose, but I will give my valiant effort at least.
I'll give you, a 10-second head start?
10-second head start. That's how we're handicapping it. Okay. Trace Gerard is now here with us.
Do you have your phone on you, Trace?
I do.
Trace is going to do the play-by-play.
Give me a timer and tell me when it's 10 seconds, and then I'll start.
All right. I can count. I'll count y'all down whenever you're ready, fellas.
Okay. All right. Everybody, continue to spam Mark in the chat.
Go 12.
Let's go 12s. 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 Let's go 12s.
Hey, also, real quick, if you're pumped for these beer boots, hit the thumbs up icon, like the damn video, because it's about to get rowdy.
It's going to get wild. So I get
I'm ready. I'm going on.
So I get a 10-second head start.
Yep.
After 10 seconds, I'll start.
All right. Here we go.
I'm going on you,
Trace
teacher.
Gerard takes over the play-by-play. Here we go, folks.
All
Are you ready,
right.
America?
Who is ready for some drinking? I'm going on you, teacher.
Wait.
Cheers.
Tap. There we go. 3, 2, 1.
All right, and TJ is off. 2 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And Jeremy's off with the 10-second lead. TJ's halfway down. He might finish it. Uh-oh, Jeremy with the late.
Done.
Uh-oh. I just want to put this out there. Jeremy's boot chug was less than 9.5 seconds.
Unbelievable.
Here, if you guys want, there's the official time. Official. Fuck you. Official. Here, let me see it. Official time.
Hold on 1 second.
Make sure you. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Official time on the clock for 2 boots. Less than 30 seconds. Unbelievable.
All right.
Unbelievable.
So what was my time?
Your time was, yours was 9 seconds. You got it in about 13. You got
That's a new record
You got
for
about
me.
13 to 14.
That's a new personal
I
record.
think you got 13 or 14.
New personal record, Mark. I didn't let you down. On a historic day.
I'm keeping it up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm keeping
Hell
it
yeah.
up. I have to. That's
What did he write?
Picture. He said scissors for the win.
Oh, yeah.
Peace signs for the
Hell
win,
yeah.
baby. Peace signs
Hell
for
yeah.
the win.
That's how we do it, 12s. Hawks by 90. Going to be a heck of a week.
All right, get your questions.
Let's go. Get your questions in. Mailbag coming up. We got another boot. We're waiting on Seeps when he's ready. Jeffrey says, is Jeremy immune to beer? Yes. Oh, yes. Jeremy might be immune to beer, actually. Yeah. Taking these boots, just sitting around here. We got one more boot coming. And then we also got a couple more shots to take. I'll take a couple shots before we do our mailbag. So, the mailbag, send in your questions using hashtag Seahawks, or you can super chat like Mark just did. You'll get to the front of the line for our mailbag. And then we have our game preview segment still coming up as well. But I'm going to go ahead and take these shots on hand. I think we have to sing the DK song, too. After $500 that came in. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Chomping, Carroll's chomping. Gino passes, no one stopping. DK, touchdowns all day.
He rules. Cheers.
Chomping, Carroll's chomping. Gino passes, no one stopping. DK, touchdowns all day.
He rules.
All right. After all that drinking,
One more
like we
shot.
promised, we are going to get into a mailbag. Tyler's going to answer all your questions. Let's keep on having a good time.
Mark says yes. Yes. Cheers. Another shot. I still got 2 more segments to get through, too.
Let's do it.
We will get to our next mailbag using the hashtag Seahawks Super Chat to get on said mailbag. And then we also have our game preview still to get to as well. Plenty more to come here on Seahawks Today. Let me get my timer set, and then I'll be all good to go. You all ready, Jeremy?
Oh, I'm ready.
Let's see. Justin says, you guys are always drinking when I tune in. Yes, that's how it works around here.
Sydney, that's the point. It's the catchiest tune ever.
Yes.
Chompin', Carroll's chompin', Gino passes, no one stopping, DK, touchdowns all day,
He rules. How could you not love that?
All right, y'all ready?
All right, here we go. Mailbag time here on Seahawks Today. Get your questions in and use the hashtag Seahawks to get on the mailbag coming up next here on Seahawks Today. It is Seahawks Today, and it is powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Appreciate you joining us. You have questions, you're in luck, because I have answers. Mailbag time on the channel. You may be wondering, how do I subscribe and take part of these mailbags? Well, we do live shows each and every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, and you can submit your questions live on the show in the chat using the hashtag Seahawks or Super Chatting to get on the mailbag. Subscribe now for free, youtube.com/Seahawks TV. The GOAT, Mark Sanchez, with a $500 Super Chat. The new record here on Seahawks Today, the largest Super Chat ever sent in, says a key to Seahawks win, just play football. There's no pressure on us. It's all the Niners, because if they lose, everyone will remind them and never let them forget. 3 boots and 5 shots, por favor. We did enjoy taking our drinks to celebrate the $500 Super Chat from Mark Sanchez. But I got to tell you, Mark makes a good point. All the pressure is on San Francisco in this game. It's not on Seattle here. And in the Seahawks case, what we're talking about in this matchup for them, for me, what I'm looking at is that the Seahawks have nothing to lose, okay? Nobody thought they would be at this point where they would have won 9 games and be in the postseason. Remember at the beginning of the year when Pete Carroll said he thought he had a 10-win football team, and everyone laughed at him and said, what are you talking about, Pete? 10 wins? Wasn't quite 10. It was 9, but still impressive. And so with that said, the Niners have been as hot as any team in the NFL this year. And what you hope for is that this Niners team has a little trepidation of some sorts, that they're in a situation where they're afraid to make mistakes of some sorts, where they play tight. If you're Seattle, play loose, have fun, go out there, play ball. Let's see them get the job done. Aiden writes, with the number 5 pick, do you see us going offense or defense? Depends on who's available, quite frankly. I think the priority for Seattle is defense. But when you have a pick like that at number 5, then I think that you're looking at who the best available is, the biggest impact player for that type of position. We still have plenty of time to talk about it over the next couple of months, but I would lean towards defense, but also just depends on who falls to them at that spot too. Still early in the process as far as that goes. Which side of the ball should Seattle use their first pick on? Offense or defense? Let us know in the comments section. Type offense or defense. What side of the ball should the Seahawks use their first pick in the draft on? Let me know in the comment section below which way you're feeling, offense or defense. Cash writes, hashtag Seahawks, is it any way possible, we might get Lamar Jackson? So a quick little recap, kind of how the week is gone. The Ravens just got a deal done with Roquan Smith. And basically what happens with that is the franchise tag is then freed up for the Ravens to use on Lamar Jackson. And so now the Ravens find themselves in a situation of either they are going to extend Lamar Jackson and keep him, or they're going to franchise tag him and trade him. And as far as bringing in Lamar Jackson goes, the compensation that it would cost you would be similar to what the Seahawks got in return for Russell Wilson in the trade last year. And then you have to pay him close to $50 million. So is it possible? I mean, I guess, sure, it might be possible, but the chances are very, very slim. I think that Seattle, when they decide to move on from Geno or their future, they're going to look towards a young quarterback and build from there. Remember, the way the Seahawks won a Super Bowl was with a Russell Wilson that was on his rookie contract and building around him and spending money elsewhere. So we'll see. I doubt it, but crazier things have been done before. Yasher, all right, next year will the defense be up and up? Obviously, Jamal has been injured. We get him back and spend a couple draft picks on the defense. Yeah, I think so. And you look at some of these guys that will continue to develop of some of your younger talented players, I think will come a long way for this Seahawks team, quite frankly. You know, Boye Mafe has shown some flashes. I think he's going to be terrific. Tariq Woolen and Kobe Bryant, those guys are only going to get better besides what else you potentially could draft. You know, we've talked a lot on this show about guys in this draft already. If you can get a Jalen Carter or a Will Anderson, you immediately become better as a defense. So, yes, the defense will get significantly better next year. Yu the Poke Kid. Good to see you, Yu. What will our record be next season? Still too early. I'm not going to answer that directly, Yu, but I think they will be improved upon what they are this year. A 9-8 season, a solid year in what was supposed to be a rebuilding year. I think next year you bring a lot of pieces back. You're only going to get better, and you'll have more young pieces coming in. There's no reason why the Seahawks should not be able to compete to win the NFC West and be one of those top 4 seeds potentially next year. Today's show is presented by BetUS, the exclusive sportsbook partner of Chat Sports. If you go to chatsports.com/bet, enter the promo code Seahawks125, you will get a 125% deposit bonus. You might be asking, well, what does that mean? Well, it's like if you bought a pizza and then you got an extra pizza and a couple extra slices for free. It's a great deal. Get your bets in now. You can bet on this weekend's NFL games, also college basketball, NBA, and more. Chatsports.com/bet. Still flying, writes in, Kenneth Walker III should 100% be Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think you have a very good point. And just kind of putting this into historical perspective of what Kenneth Walker III has done this year, think about this, folks. Kenneth Walker III in 2022 became just the second Seahawks running back to have a 1,000-yard rushing season in his rookie campaign. He was tied for second in the league in rushes of 20 yards or more and was the only rookie to do so. And not to mention, he filled a void when Rashad Penny got hurt. They didn't miss a beat in the run game. He was excellent. I told you in the offseason, I thought that eventually Kenneth Walker would work his way to be the Seahawks' number 1 running back, and he did just that. I love what I've seen from Kenneth Walker this year. There's a lot of guys that could make the case for Offensive Rookie of the Year, but Kenneth Walker III certainly deserves to be in the discussion. Temper wants to know, Geno Smith will outplay Purdy and prove he's legit. I sure hope so. Brock Purdy's played really good. I really liked Brock Purdy at Iowa State. I was shocked that he was the very last pick in the draft. I saw him in person a couple times, and I think he's a very good quarterback. And if the Niners make a decent playoff run, I think he's earned the right to be the starting quarterback next year and beat out Trey Lance. 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. But at the end of the day, we're talking playoff time, folks. Geno Smith's the veteran here. I know he hasn't played in playoff games previously, but there's no reason why that Geno Smith can't be the better quarterback. This is supposed to be the time when veterans rise to the occasion and the young guys struggle a bit. And Geno Smith, I would love to see Geno have a big day. And we'll see what he can do. Who's going to play better? Will it be Geno or Brock Purdy? I hope it's Geno, but I haven't been disappointed from what I've seen from Brock Purdy at this point either. If it's Geno who you think will play better, type GS for Geno Smith. If it's Brock Purdy, type BP for Brock Purdy. Let me know in the comments section. Gator wants to know, what do you think about our CB2 spot? That belongs to Kobe Bryant. I think next year anyway. I know this year we've seen Mike Jackson mostly maintain that role behind Tariq Woolen, but I think going into next year, you have a dynamic young duo in Tariq Woolen and Kobe Bryant. Look, Kobe Bryant's had a really good rookie year, but because Tariq Woolen has had an outstanding rookie year, it's kind of overshadowed what Kobe Bryant has done. But I think those two are going to be really good for a long time, and should be fun to see what those two put together, and the future's bright for sure at that position. Tyson writes, do you think we will be able to pay everyone next year? We'll see. There's a ways to go and figure out the salary cap situation and everything that goes with that. But the Seahawks have a better salary cap deal than most teams do. You're paying DK a decent chunk of change in his new contract, and you're paying Uchenna and Nwosu and Tyler Lockett and those guys. But of the important players, I think Seattle is fine in being able to keep around the guys that matter. The great Mark Sanchez checks back in. Do you trade some of our draft capital to get D-Hop or Cam Jordan or another defensive star? Potentially. That's the thing that when you're Seattle and you're in this situation of what they bring to the table of 4 picks in the first 2 rounds is that you have flexibility. D-Hop would be your number 3 receiver. I don't think that's a priority, and I don't know if Arizona is going to want to trade within the division. But Cam Jordan, watch out. Cam Jordan would be a huge impact player on this Seahawks team, potentially speaking. So I don't know directly if you do or not, but you have the flexibility to do so potentially when that time comes. Dr. Jack writes, y'all ain't beating the 49ers. Boo this man. Boo. Boo. Type boo in the comments. Type boo in the chat towards Dr. Jack. Look, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Seahawks are going to have to play a perfect game if they're going to beat San Francisco. You're going to have to run the football well. The defense is going to have to force turnovers. You do those things, you're right there in it. And Geno Smith is going to have to move the football down the field. The Seahawks can win, but everything has to go right. Who do you got? San Francisco or Seattle? If you're going with the Niners and you're a hater, type 4-9 for the 49ers. If you're going with the Seahawks, 12s, I need you to stand up, get loud and proud. Type C for Seattle. Let me know in the comments section. Who do you got, 49ers or Seahawks? And make sure to join us coming up this Saturday. Seahawks and Niners watch party live here on Seahawks Today. It's going to be a dandy, folks. We are going to get going about an hour before kickoff, and then we'll be with you throughout the game. We'll have a few drinks in hand. We'll do our live post-game show as well. Jeffrey Cooperstein is going to be here with me. You will not want to miss out on our Seahawks-Niners watch party. It's playoffs. We're talking playoffs, baby. Be here or be square. Couple more for you. Alex writes, will Tariq be shadowing Debo this weekend? I think so. I think for the most part you're going to see him on Debo. What I do wonder is what do you do about George Kittle? Could we see some packages potentially where Tariq moves over to cover George Kittle? As much of a problem as Debo is, I think George Kittle's a bigger problem. And now that you don't have Jordan Brooks, I really worry about who is going to be on George Kittle potentially. To me, that's a bigger issue to deal with than Debo Samuel. Gina writes, Seahawks making the playoffs should make Carroll Coach of the Year. I see where you're coming from, and you make a good case. But the Coach of the Year in the National Football League is Nick Sirianni of the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles were incredible this year. They took a huge step up. Jalen Hurts looked like an MVP caliber quarterback. Carroll did a hell of a job, no question about it. I think John Schneider has a good chance to be executive of the year, but I think the coach of the year is probably going to go to Sirianni. Ryan says, what is our biggest weakness next week, as in this playoff game? It's to stop the run. We did a whole video on this actually a couple days ago about the concerns about Seattle going into the postseason. And the biggest thing I pointed to, how is this Seahawks team going to defend the rushing attack? Christian McCaffrey's injury status is still up in the air. I believe he's going to play, though. But to me, how is Seattle going to stop the run? Something they've struggled with all year. You can follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Tyler Jones Live. It is a huge week here on the channel. Don't miss anything. Be here. You will not want to miss a thing. And follow me on the socials. We'll see you next time here on Seahawks Today. All right. Let me know what scares you the most, or who scares you the most on the San Francisco 49ers. Jeremy Chuggs is back here with me now. Jeremy, what is your answer? Who scares you the most?
I'm gonna go Nick Bosa.
Yeah?
I mean, the good news, if you're a Seahawks fan, you got two bookend tackles who are both rookies. Like,
Right.
How many teams can say, I have two good tackles, which Abraham Lucas, he's playing good on the right side, He's been good. We have two bookend tackles on each side, both rookies.
Yeah.
How will they go against Nick Bosa, though? Charles Cross, can he keep up the pace that he's been going at? We were worried about Charles Cross in the preseason. He's played well this year, though.
He came along.
Came a long way.
He did. I'll answer differently from you. I agree with you, but just to be different. The other answer would be Christian McCaffrey, I think, because the Seahawks have struggled to stop the run all year.
That wasn't my number two.
Oh, really?
No.
Is it Kittle?
No.
Is it Debo?
No.
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 Who? I'll finish, and then I want to ask you who your number two is. Because Seattle has struggled to stop the run all year, and we know Christian McCaffrey is one of the best backs in the league, to me, that's the thing I point to is Christian. And they've been a different team since they added McCaffrey. Who is your number two?
So number one was Nick Bosa, because I want to see Geno cook, and I think that is going to be the one thing that can stop Geno from cooking is if Nick Bosa gets pressure on him. Number two, I think Seattle should also try to run the ball as well. And the second person that scares me with Seattle trying to run the ball is Fred Warner. That linebacker they have going side to side. Can Kenneth Walker, can this offensive line get to the second level? Can they block Fred Warner and give Kenneth Walker those running lanes for him to expose this 49ers defense? I mean, the 49ers secondary isn't the best secondary in the NFL by far, but their front seven is scary. Their front seven is scary. Arik Amrstead as well. Javon Kinlaw, I know he's on the injury report, but he can give you something if he's out there as well. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good point. So we got to pay off Yasher's Super Chat. We got to sing the song again. Let's pull up Yasher's Super Chat here.
We got you, Yasher.
Yasher, you are taken care of, my friend. Yasher says next year the defense will be up and up. Obviously, Jamal Adams has been injured. We get him back, and we spend a couple draft picks on defense. I answered this question earlier in the mailbag. Jeremy, you go ahead and chime in here. What do you think?
I think, like we said about the offensive tackles, the same thing can be said about the defense. The best players are young. The only thing that worries me is the Jordan Brooks injury. Will he be able to come back next season? And at what point will he be back next season? And will he be the same Jordan Brooks? Right. But you have...
And that ACL injury happened late in the year.
Mm-hmm.
At best case, you're talking midway point next year.
And it's similar to the OBJ situation that we saw throughout the whole year this year, and why he eventually hasn't signed with a team. I don't think he's going to sign with a team this year. Obviously, it's the playoffs now. I don't think any team signs him off the street for just the playoffs. But, I mean, getting injured at this point in the season is just so brutal because he's going to spend the whole offseason, trying to rehab that knee, trying to get better. And then next season, like where do you stand? Are you the same player? Can you get back to that level where you were? That's what we have to see. Players have done it before. Modern medicine can make it a little bit easier for him, but can he get there? But to answer your question, Yasher, the defense, you have a lot of young pieces. And I am with Tyler where I think in the draft this year, you have a lot of early picks. Can you get some blue chip defensive studs?
Right.
Maybe in somebody up the middle, a defensive type, maybe Jalen Carter
Right.
at 5. Can you get another edge rusher? Can you get another linebacker? Can you get another nickel corner? Get a corner in the second or third round?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a great point. We owe the song again for Yasher's $5 super chat.
Chomping, Carroll's chomping, Gino passes, no one stopping. DK, touchdowns all day, he rolls. Oh, yeah.
We got another boot coming. Have we heard the status on Seeps? They should be done with Giants in there.
Let me.
Because we got to induct him in the Boot Hall of Fame, and then I'm sure he would take a boot down for his Boot Hall of Fame induction. I would like to get Seeps in here for that. It's a big moment. It's as big a moment for Seeps as he's ever had at Chat Sports. We still got a lot to get to. Got another segment, our game preview for the Seahawks taking on the 49ers. Seeps!
Oh, Seeps.
How much time you got?
Depends. I mean, we gotta get ready for next year.
Mark has inducted you in the Boot Hall of Fame.
Go
Yes.
up there. Go up there.
And hold on a second. So we still need to pay off another boot too. Would you like to take down a boot with your Hall of Fame induction
Okay.
for Mark?
For Mark?
We're not forcing you to. We're giving you the option
I might have to. For Mark.
for your Hall of Fame induction.
If Mark can get Knicks ready for us, I'll do it.
Okay.
Marsh is telling me he can.
Hey!
I need to go make some cuts, go to the bathroom, give me like 10 minutes.
Okay.
We're gonna
Tell you what.
we're gonna do our segment, and then after the segment, you cut.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
Shout out to Mark. We heard the commotion next door.
Yes. And so
go.
Mark
go ahead
says
and
you got
take
a
this.
Seeps. So Seeps, we're going to do another segment. And Seeps is going to come back. We're going to induct him on the Boot Hall of Fame. He's going to take care of the boots. All that is coming up. Let's show the Super Chat menu for everybody else, though. Because after we do that, then we'll be all caught up with things we had to pay off here. But you can still be involved. You could be a part of this show, too.
Oh yeah.
Any Super Chat gets you a shout-out. $2, you can ask me or Jeremy Chugs anything. $5,
Anything.
anything. Even about Carrie Underwood.
Even about Carrie Underwood. Keep your pants on.
$5 will sing the DK song. $10 will take a shot. And every $150 will take a boot. Mark helped you guys with those boots.
Woo!
So that means we're 145 away from another boot after
Yeah.
the Seeps boot.
Niners all damn day. I don't see you taking down any boots, buddy.
Yeah, they don't take down boots on Niners.
Niners all damn day couldn't even take down a shot.
Right. Yeah. Weak sauce there. So that is what is on the menu today. We tell you all the time here when we drink the Seahawks score. And so with the Seahawks playing Saturday, we want to do our part to make sure the Seahawks get off to a hot start on Saturday. So we'd love to see what you guys have there on the Super Chat menu on that front. What scares you most about the 49ers? Let's see. What were some of the answers that we got earlier? Let's see. I think we got a little back and forth Cash and some Niner fans in there.
Yeah,
we got some Niner fans in the chat.
We got some back and forth, which is actually perfect coming up because we have our Niners preview. So Niners fans, if you're in the chat, maybe come across enemy lines. Dang, that
Right.
really got me. Come across enemy lines, see what we're talking about because we're going to tell you why the Seahawks are going to beat the Niners this weekend.
Yes, that is.
Or how they can beat the Niners this weekend.
That's coming up on the other side here in just a few moments from right now. We have already had a hell of a show today, and we still have more to get to. Our game preview is next on the show. And
Jose, don't be rude.
come on now.
You're going to get blocked.
Be
Don't
civil.
get rude.
Jose now. Do better. Do better than that.
No way, Jose.
No way, Jose. Not at all. So let me get my notes here caught up, and then we will get to our game preview segment. Seahawks and 49ers. So here's what's to come. Seahawks and 49ers game preview is next. Patrick Seatman is on standby as we have a boot for him to pay off and another Hall of Fame induction. So that is what's coming up. Mark wants to know which coach was a part of 28-3.
That's
Can't
a good
remember.
question. What coach did lose 28-3 in the Super Bowl, right?
1, 2, 3. Kyle Shannahan! Spam F Kyle. Spam F Kyle in the chat. What a fraud. And, you know, if I remember right, too, didn't that same Kyle blow a double-digit lead in the Super Bowl as head coach against the Chiefs?
That's right, Tyler.
Oh!
Didn't that same Kyle trade up to number 3 to draft a bust?
Oh!
That's crazy. What? This same coach lost a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl. And he drafted a bust at number 3. That's crazy.
And he blew a double-digit lead against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, too.
That's crazy.
1, 2, 3. Kyle Shannahan! Ha ha ha! Loser! Loser! Ha ha ha!
His dad was better.
Yeah, his dad's better.
His dad got fired by Washington.
Yeah, it's still better.
That's pretty painful
The
when you get
foreskins.
fired by.
What do you mean by that?
Let's get into this preview.
Let's
TJ's
get
got
into this
the
preview.
headset looking like a headband right now.
Oh, yeah. There we go. A little adjustment there. That better? That better for you, Marshy?
That's that Will Scott stuff.
It's actually Marsha.
Marsha?
Hi, Taylor.
All right, let's get into this preview.
All right, preview time here on Seahawks Today. Where they look at the Seahawks matchup with the San Francisco 49ers. Let's tell you everything you need to know. By the way, you got an NFC playoff picture ready? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. The Seahawks in a huge game this week, taking on the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC wildcard round. Tyler Jones here with you. Happy to have you with us here on Seahawks Today, and we will get you set with everything you need to know about this matchup. Before we do, though, if you want to beat the San Francisco 49ers, then I need you to smash the like button. If you like today's video, that increases the Seahawks' chances of winning this week. And I know what you're thinking. Does that really make a difference? Well, it did last week. We got enough likes on last week's video that the Seahawks beat the Rams. So don't jinx it. Don't be that guy. Hit the like button, and we'll get started with today's show. The NFC playoff picture. The Eagles have the week off this week. Meanwhile, everybody else in action with the Seahawks taking on the Niners. The Vikings play the Giants, and the Bucks take on the Cowboys in what the NFL is now dubbing Super Wild Card Weekend. Seattle, in this game against San Francisco, comes in as heavy underdogs. It'll be the third meeting between these two teams, and the Niners got the best of Seattle in both those meetings, as they are 10.5-point favorites this time around. Over-under is at 43. The Seahawks, you can see they have the number 13 scoring offense and number 10 scoring defense. But how will they fare against San Francisco here? All of that remains to be seen here in this matchup. So, what will it take to get the job done? Can the Seahawks pull this off here? I have all my keys to victory for the Seahawks that we'll get to here in just a moment. But before we do any of that, here's what I want to know. Who do you got? Seattle or San Francisco? And you can be honest with me. If you're picking the Niners, I won't hold it against you, although I should. Let me know in the comments section who you got. SEA for Seattle, SF for San Francisco. Who is your pick? Let me know in the comments section below of who you think gets the job done. The injury report for the Seahawks includes Al Woods with an Achilles. Bruce, he's got an issue there. Shelby Harris with a knee injury. DJ Dallas with an ankle injury. D. Eskridge is dealing with a hand issue there. So we'll see whether or not these guys play. And that's just some of the injuries for the Seahawks. Noah Fant also dealing with a knee injury. Xavier Crawford with a hamstring issue. Ryan Neal with a knee injury, and Phil Haynes with an ankle issue. We'll continue to follow those updates and see whether or not any of those guys play as far as that goes. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they're pretty banged up themselves. In particular, Christian McCaffrey, who has been a huge spark for this Niners team since they added him at the trade deadline. He's dealing with a knee injury, as is Javon Kinlaw, the defensive tackle. He's got a knee injury. And then some of the other injuries include Aaron Banks, their offensive guard, with a knee injury. Ambry Thomas, the cornerback, with an ankle injury. So you can see both these teams a little banged up, but at this time of year, as you've gone through the gauntlet of the NFL schedule, everybody's banged up to some extent, to some degree. So with that, with the injury report out of the way, what's it going to take for the Seahawks to get the job done to beat the San Francisco 49ers? I have my 5 keys to a Seahawks victory. Let's begin with this. Running the football. Got to run the ball and got to run the football well with Kenneth Walker. And as good of a year as Kenneth Walker has had, the Niners did a really good job of slowing down Seattle in the run game for much of the year. More on those statistics here in just a second. But listen to this. The Niners are 13-2 when allowing less than 5 yards per rush this season. That is the best in the NFL. They have the best run defense in the entire National Football League. Now, Kenneth Walker is coming in on a hot streak. The last 3 games, he's been spectacular. Over 114 yards against Los Angeles, had 133 against the Jets, 107 in the loss against Kansas City. So he's playing really good football. But think about this. Seattle, in their matchups against San Francisco, was held to just 106 total yards in those 2 games. So as good as Kenneth Walker has looked this year, the run game has not been good against San Francisco. They're going to have to run the football well if they're going to have a chance against the Niners. So this is a heated rivalry. You guys know that. It's win or go home, playoff game, and everything about that. 12s, I need you to stand up, get rowdy in the comments section. If you're rooting for the Seahawks, spam F San Fran in the comments section. This is not a time to be nice. This is not a time to be kind. This is a rivalry game, and this is a big deal, this game is. So, all those Niner fans, and I know we got some Niner fans in the comments section, in the chat and all that. Let's own them a bit here. Spam F San Fran in the comments section. Got a great deal we're offering Seahawk fans. $20 off our T-shirt combo. You can see we got the white shirts. We got the blue shirts. Everything in between. It looks snazzy. If you're a real member of the 12s, you got to get these shirts right now while supplies last. You can get yours today, chatsports.com/Seahawks shirts. You'll be glad you did. Get yours now, chatsports.com/Seahawks shirts. Number 2 on my keys to victory for the Seahawks is winning at the line of scrimmage is going to be crucial. And you look at this Seahawks team, they have had issues this year with not only just the offensive line, but the defensive line as well. It has not been good. And in San Francisco's case, if you watch the Niners play, they play bully ball. They win at the line of scrimmage. And we saw that in the first 2 meetings between these 2 teams. In fact, just to give you perspective, according to the nerds at Pro Football Focus, the Seahawks O-line ranked 27th in the league this year. Comparably speaking, the 49ers had the 7th best offensive line in the NFL. Those numbers, a bit alarming. But wait, there is still more. Let's compare some more PFF nerd grades between these 2 teams. Pass blocking, Seattle comes in with a 63.6 grade. Run blocking, 57.6. Run defense, 62.7, and pass rush, 66.5. Now you compare that with the Niners, and the Niners are better than ever at every single statistic on the line of scrimmage by a mile. Pass block grade, 75.6. Run block grade, 78.1. Run defense, 79.4. Pass rush, 78.5. It is brutal. They are better at the line of scrimmage by a mile than Seattle is. So if the Seahawks are going to have a chance, they have to win at the line of scrimmage to give this team a chance. So with that, number 3 on my keys to victory is limiting mistakes. Look, I've said this and I'll say it again. If the Seahawks are going to compete with San Francisco, if they want to be there when it matters, you can't make any mistakes. You have to play a perfect game. We've seen the Seahawks play perfect games this year, but now more than ever, you have to play a perfect game right here and right now. Now, the turnover issues we've seen kind of pile up as of late. I know the Seahawks are entering the playoffs on a 2-game win streak, but Geno Smith in the last 5 games has thrown 5 interceptions. He threw 11 all season. But to see those numbers stack up, Geno's got to be better than that. And what you would hope for if you're Seattle is that not only Geno takes care of the football, but on the flip side that you can force a young quarterback like Brock Purdy into mistakes where he turns over the football. Brock Purdy, he's been starting for about a month now. And at this point in time, Brock Purdy, for being a rookie quarterback and being the last pick in the draft, has looked pretty dang good. 13 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions, and a quarterback rating of 107.3. That's higher than Geno Smith. Geno's been good this year, but Brock Purdy's numbers, QBR, a little bit better on that front. Who plays the better game? Will it be Geno? Will it be Brock Purdy? If you think it's Geno, type GS for Geno Smith. If it's Brock Purdy, let me know in the comment section. Type BP for Brock Purdy. Let me know. GS for Geno Smith, BP for Brock Purdy. Let me know who you think has a better game. You need to subscribe to the channel not only for daily Seattle Seahawks news and rumors, but also we have you covered with our watch parties as we do each and every game day, and we will do it again coming up this weekend for the Seahawks and the Niners. We'll get started about an hour before kickoff at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. We will do a pregame show, react to the game in real time. Myself, Jeffrey Cooperstein, will be here. It is going to be a dandy. We'll have a few drinks at hand, do our postgame show as well. If you love your Seattle Seahawks, this is the place to be. I'm telling you right now, you will not want to miss out on it. Seahawks and Niners live right here on Seahawks Today. Don't miss it. YouTube.com/Seahawks TV. Number 4 on my keys to victory, keeping the Niners off the field. I'm a guy that likes points. I love when a team scores and when they can move the football down the field and move quickly. But this week, I have a different mindset of sorts. I would say if you're Seattle, I would go in with like a Big Ten football approach of some sorts, of establishing the run and taking your time, being patient moving the football, and doing what you can to keep the Niners' offense off the field and keeping your defense fresh. You look at the first 2 meetings between these two teams, and, I mean, look back at week 2, for example. The Niners ran 70 plays. That's incredible. Had 373 yards compared to Seattle had 216. It was not a good day for the Seahawks. Things got better in the Week 15 matchup between these two teams. As you can see, the Niners and the Seahawks had the same amount of plays, but the Niners had 381 yards compared to 270 from Seattle. So if I'm the Seahawks, I'm looking at this and I'm saying, be patient, work the clock, keep the Niners off the field because they can score points and they can really just road grade you. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing what I can to keep the Niners off the field as much as possible. Number 5, finish strong. I know we've talked a lot on this show over the season of how well the Seahawks have done to start fast and that this team has been out of the gates firing at times with what they've been able to do. But to me, that's not necessarily my focus this week. It's about what you do in that second half. This stat was alarming to me. Caught me off guard when I read this today. Seattle is winless, 0-8, when trailing at the end of the third quarter this season. So that tells me that this year, if the Seahawks are down at the end of the third, that's game over. They have not been able to play from behind. And so if you're the Seahawks, you have to finish strong. You have to play well in the third quarter. You have to come out with your best in the second half. Make the adjustments necessary if you need be. Got to finish strong. Can't be playing from behind, especially against a team like San Francisco that's as high-powered as they are. So, what say you? Who will be Seattle's MVP against the Niners? Let me know in the comments section. I have my pick for you in just a second, but want to hear from you guys first. Let me know who will be the MVP for Seattle and get the job done against the Niners. To recap, keys to victory: run the ball. Have to run the ball well. Win at the line of scrimmage. Charles Cross and company, I need the best game of your life this week. Limit mistakes, can't turn the football over, keep the Niners off the field, got to finish strong. With all that said, I got to be real with y'all. Everything has to go right for the Seahawks to win this game. I think the Seahawks make too many mistakes. I got the Niners 24-20 this week to get the job done. I think this is going to be a competitive game. I think the Seahawks can contend with San Francisco, but at the end of the day, I think the Niners get the job done. If you agree with me or disagree with me, that's okay. But predict the score of Saturday's Seattle versus San Francisco game in the comments section. Who do you got? What will the score be? Let me know in the comments section below of who you think wins this ball game. As always, you can interact with me on social media, Twitter and Instagram and Facebook at Tyler Jones Live, talking about your Seahawks and those social media platforms. And I will see you next time right here on Seahawks Today. All right, there we go. For segments today, we are through everything. Predict the score of Saturday's game, Seattle or San Francisco. Who wins and what will the score be? Jose says 31-17 San Francisco. Niners all damn day says Niners 35-13.
Chris Anderson says Niners love the sausage. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. No one knows what that means, but it's provocative. Gets people going. Patrick Seepman, come on through. Everybody spam seats in the chat. Seeps has got the boot. First boot in a while. And Mark says Hawks 20-16. As far as I'm concerned, Mark is always right. So shout out to Mark. Seeps,
I'm getting inducted right now, right?
Finally, this is your Hall of Fame induction.
This is awesome.
Long time coming.
Seriously.
What a day.
What a day.
What a day for you, Seeps. You are in the Boot Hall of Fame.
All credit to Mark.
Courtesy of Mark Sanchez. What would you like to give for your Hall of Fame induction speech?
You know, I just want to say thank you to obviously my mom and dad for getting me here today, but especially Mark Sanchez. I wouldn't be here without you. Mark, you've been holding it down this whole year, and we are pulling for the Seahawks hard this Saturday. Is the game right? This Saturday, Seahawks are taking down the Niners. Mark Sanchez is a legend here. Thank you to you.
And by the way, everyone knows that Seep's a Vikings fan. That's no secret. Best of luck to the Vikes this week against the Giants. But Mark wanted me to let you know that he has the original Randy Moss Vikings jersey in the mail. Will be arriving to you this week.
No way. Mark, thank you so much, Mark. You're actually making my day. Like, I actually, you know, you said it a couple weeks ago. I didn't really believe you too much, but that's awesome, Mark. I mean, thank you so much. That's actually going to come in the mail. Thank you.
You'll have to wear it on the show.
Oh, I'm definitely, Mark, I'll wear that during the watch party this weekend. Definitely.
Okay, so there you have it. Seeps, what are we thinking for a time today?
I'm trying to go under 20. As long as I get under 20, I'll be good.
I'll get the timer ready.
Okay, let me induct Seeps in the Boot Hall of Fame first, courtesy of Mark Sanchez. Mark says, "I got you, Seeps."
Mark a real one.
What a moment, Seeps. I would say Seeps has taken a fair amount of boots, so it's only fitting that he makes the Boot Hall of Fame. Seeps is a machine when it comes to these boots. You're about to be amazed here, folks. And he's worked really hard on this show. He's gone off for the most part and done bigger and better things with Vikings and whatnot. But we're still he still helps us little people out from time to time. And so with that,
Seeps is
Patrick
famous.
Seeps, welcome to the Boot Hall of Fame.
All right.
Boot, let me put you on the Boot Hall of Fame first.
Oh, I'm ready.
Cool. Am I gonna go? Is this MS right here?
Yeah, you're going right underneath Mark.
And
right under Mark.
hey, Seeps, and as Mark pointed out, Randy Moss better receiver than Jerry Rice.
Great point, Mark.
There you are. There you are, right there.
There we go. Right under.
It's going on Mark's mantle.
Is Mark
Mark gets the boot. Oh, yeah.
Let's go. All right, good.
All right, here we go. Over under 20 seconds.
Let's go. We've got the timer. You got the timer?
I
Jeremy's
got
got the timer. Here we go.
I haven't put in a while. This is exciting.
All right, count them down.
3,
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Go!
Seeps, Seeps,
Seep,
Seeps,
seep,
Seeps,
seep,
Seeps, 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 Seeps.
Chugging.
Dude,
Oh, there it goes.
Niner fans could never.
No, Niners can't hang like that.
You're at 12 seconds, Seeps.
Oh, this is incredible. This is incredible. There we go.
Time!
What's the time?
17:49, 17 seconds.
49.
17
Under 20.
seconds.
Under 20. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Seeps from the top rope.
Welcome to the Boot Hall of Fame.
Love you, Mark. See you Saturday.
Yeah. There we go.
Hell yeah.
Woo.
And Tyler,
We had another $5 super chat.
we did have another $5 super chat from Mr.
So
Big
we got to sing the song. Jim.
SRT. Howdy, guys. What are your thoughts on Miles Murphy? He's a dog out of Clemson. 6'5", 275 defensive end. I think he could bulk up. I do not think we are getting Carter.
He would be available at 5.
You never know because there might be some people trying to trade up in the draft. There's a little bit of buzz about Will Levis, and you never know, Tyler. Whenever they go through the pre-draft combine, whenever they
Right.
go through the pro days at their
Right.
colleges, you never know who's going to jump up. How many people at the end of the NFL season, whenever Baker went number 1 overall, thought he was going number 1? Nobody.
Not till the day off.
Not till the day of. Nobody thought. Who knows what will happen with Will Levis?
Even this past year, Trayvon Walker, nobody knew till within hours of the draft.
Exactly. Carter could easily.
I like Miles Murphy, though.
I do like Miles Murphy.
I would say this, Jeremy, when it comes to ranking the defensive players in this draft. I like Will Anderson 1 personally, but I like Jalen Carter right there. I think it depends on your preference. 1A, 1B.
I
And
like
then
Miles
I think
Murphy.
Miles Murphy's after that.
And I even like, if you're wanting somebody on the inside, he doesn't put up numbers because he's a defensive tackle, but I think he could develop into a top defensive tackle in this league, and he can be a really good pass rusher from the interior. Brian Breesy, his teammate from Clemson. I think he is a little undervalued. He can be a really good player as well.
Yes, it could. All right, we got to sing.
Chompin', carols, chompin', Dino. Oh, you messed it up. You messed it up.
Challenge flag. Yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Chompin', carols, chompin', Gino passes, no one stopping, DK. Touchdowns all day, he rules.
How could you not love that, my friends? Oh, that was great. Let's start with the Super Chat menu. We're at $510 in Super Chats. We are having a hell of a day here on the channel.
We are having the time of our lives.
We are 140 away from another said boot, which we would deliver if you guys did it. Every $10, we take a shot, get the fireball in hand. $5, we sing that beautiful DK song for you.
Beautiful.
$2, you can ask us anything. Any Super Chat equals a shout out.
We're $90 away from another boot.
140. Oh, wait. No. You're right. Sorry, my math was bad. You're correct. I wasn't thinking that. 90 away from another boot.
Jose Hernandez, biggest hater in the chat right now. He's salty because he's got Brock Purdy for his playoff run. And Brock Purdy's not taking you to the Super Bowl, Jose. So
Jose eats at Burger King.
Jose definitely eats at Burger King. Jose definitely doesn't order off the dollar menu either. He's the type of guy that gets a combo. And you're like, what is wrong with you?
So here's the deal. 90 away from another boot, and $100 gets you a spot in the Boot Hall of Fame. So you could get the boot and a spot in the Boot Hall of Fame. $10 would take a shot. $5 DK song. $2, you can ask us anything. Any super chat equals shout out. I'm putting 2 minutes on the clock.
2 minutes.
If we get a super chat in the next 2 minutes, we stay live, we keep the show going, and we'll hang out with y'all. If not, we sign off, we call it a day. But up to you guys, your show. I would love to keep the momentum going. It's a big week here on the channel. I'm excited for Saturday. It is. It's going to be something, for sure. Let's see. 2 minutes on the clock. We get a super chat of any amount. We stay live. We have 112 people watching right now. Surely there's somebody out there that wants to keep this show going. What a job by Mark, though. That $500 super chat.
I was not even ready for that. I didn't know that was happening. I didn't realize that this show he was dropping that, and it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And Bang Bang Niner gang, Jose Hernandez, Pork Zombie. No, not Pork Zombie. Who else? Jose Hernandez. All these guys in the chat who are Whiner fans. Keep that same energy after the Seahawks win.
Yeah,
Keep that same energy.
You're literally in San Francisco. What a hellhole that place is.
Yeah. Bet you step in.
Why don't you like San Francisco?
He probably steps in crap daily on his way to work.
Yeah, it's dirty, it's nasty. Got a lot of homeless people.
Like Niners all damn day. He's probably chatting from underneath, some overpass.
Have you been to San Francisco?
I have.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
Where'd you go?
When I was like in 6th grade.
Oh, I've never been.
Oh, you're not missing anything. You don't want to go to San Francisco.
I think they have great politicians.
Oh, we'll leave it at that. I won't go into that. 30 seconds on the clock. We get a super chat in the next 30 seconds. We stay live.
Niners all damn day. He just keeps on chatting underneath the underpass.
Jaden says, "What up, boys? Just got here." Jaden with a $2 super chat.
Niners all damn day. He's got that broke boy mentality. Jaden Norris, we appreciate that.
Jaden, we'll stay live. What up, boys? I just got here. Jaden, you missed out. It was crazy at the beginning of the show.
Insane.
Mark Sanchez dropped a $500 super chat. We had to take down 3 boots, and we had to do 5 shots, and it was unbelievable. What a moment. But we're not done. We've gotten through our segments, but we'll keep the party going. Oh! PGZ says drink.
PGZ. That's a shot. Jinx.
You owe me a soda.
There's one in the fridge. It's Coke Zero.
All right. Jaden says, what up, boys? So it wasn't ask us anything. So what is up? What would be up, Jeremy?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I want to have for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, TJ?
BK. No, because we're not Niner fans. We don't eat at BK.
Yeah, he probably can't even afford BK, over at San Francisco. I bet a Whopper in San Francisco is like $15, right?
It's gotta be. I'll drink, though. Cheers.
No way Niner all damn day can afford that. No way.
No way at all. Jaden, thanks for that $2 super chat. And anyone else out there, we are in PGZ 206. Thanks for the $10 super.
2 minutes back in the clock, PGZ. Just like that.
So we are now.
Bang Bang Niner gang. He says he eats pigeon soup. That's disgusting, man.
Oh.
So I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you.
$78 away from another boot.
Seattle has a great food scene. Maybe you should check it out.
Oh, Jose Hernandez.
Jose
with a $20.
Hernandez.
So that's 2 shots.
We're just messing with you, Jose.
Thank you, Jose. We're not going anywhere. I'll take a shot. You take a shot, Jeremy.
Yeah, pass me one of them bad boys. Niners all damn
Pour
day.
Pour me another drink.
What a sad little man, Niners all damn day.
Yeah.
All I gotta say, Niners all damn day. Is this? Is it this? Is it this? What is it?
Right.
Niners all day. You think it's this or this, Tyler? This or this?
This.
This.
Jose Hernandez. I am no hater. Love the chat. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Jose.
Niners all damn day. It's like this.
Hip, hip, Jose.
Hip, hip, Jose.
Now, that's how you troll, is you troll through the super chat.
Yeah. And Jose Hernandez, he's at least been respectful in the chat.
Right. So, Jose, cheers to you. Couple shots.
And see, Niners all damn day. He's
cheers.
He's just a mad little man. He's just a mad little man.
To Jose, go Seahawks.
Ooh.
Ow. Thank you, Jose, for that. That means we are now $58 away from said boot.
Oh, yeah.
Man, we've already, for a live show, courtesy of Mark, we've broken the record. Oh, wait. Jaden says, $5 super chat. Y'all need to put out the magnifying glass.
Yeah, we need a microscope.
Yeah.
Niners all damn day. Yeah.
Let's get to singing.
Chomping, Carroll's chomping, Gino passes, no one stopping, DK, touchdowns all day,
he rolls. Hawks by 90.
Hawks by 90.
Hawks by 90.
Let's go.
The pass maker says that Tyler and Chugs. Just stopping by, brothers. Should be some great playoff games. Keep up the great work, guys.
Should be some great. Let's show them the slate this weekend. I got all the playoff games in our play.
I think the Cowboys lose. I think the Bucs get that.
Here's
that
our
done.
NFC. We got Niners Seahawks Saturday at 4:30. Vikings Giants Sunday at 4:30. Bucs Cowboys Monday at 8:15.
I think even the Niner fans in the chat would agree. We're all rooting for the Bucs, right? We're rooting for Tom Brady.
Oh yeah.
We want to see that Cowboys collapse on Monday night. And that's going to happen. It is going to happen. I don't trust Tom Brady beyond this round, but I do believe that he can find a way to get it done this week against Dallas. At home, all of it just reeks a Cowboys loss. Tom Brady in prime time, Monday Night Football. Cowboys did not look great last week. And then on top of that, the Bucs have played better as of late.
Yeah. And then here's the AFC playoff picture. Bills Dolphins Sunday at 1. Bengals Ravens Sunday night game, and the Jaguars Chargers the Saturday night.
Oh, Mark with a $50 Venmo.
Oh, we're $5 away from another boot. We are $5 away from another boot.
Oh my gosh. This is insane.
Pour me.
Pour me another drink.
Wow.
Pour me another round. That's 10 shots.
Not Niners
or 5 shots.
Niners all day. He said BBW gang. I don't know what that means, Niners. Niners gang. That's so weird. It says please.
So $5 away from another boot, and we got shots to take.
Niners all damn day said, bro, your mom would love me. See, it's. I don't know if she would like that. It's this big. It's
Okay.
a little. It's like a little ant.
Let's get to chugging. Oh, all right. I'll take this. I'll take a shot. You take a shot. Oh, Shaden, boot time.
Boot time.
What a day.
What a day.
What a hell of a day. All right, we got to get chugging. All
Mark,
right.
Today's show brought to you by Mark Sanchez.
By Mark Sanchez. I'll take this next boot.
Let's do it.
Oh, my God.
See, Mark's right. Niners all damn day. He's just a little guy. He's so little.
Spam F San Fran in the chat. F San Fran. We got to take some shots here. Jeremy, go ahead and pour yourself up a couple shots here.
For me.
Pour me another drink. Pour me another round. Light 'em up and knock 'em down. No more, let's go. I heard like this before. I'm going to need some whiskey glasses. I'm going to see the truth. Oh, man. I love some country music. I'm going to need some whiskey glasses. That's one down. I'll take another with you. All right. This put us at 3. Cheers.
Woo!
2 more to go.
Oh, dude, Niners all damn day. He's
Such a little guy.
Little.
Little.
Yeah. Niners all damn day. More like Niners going to lose all damn day. Yeah, get that boot ready. I'll take another boot. Pour me another drink. Pour me another round. Light 'em up and knock 'em down. Hell no, let's go. Oh, yeah. Man. Oh, I still got 2 more shots. We got another boot on the way, too. This is something else. Seahawks Today. I mean, Hawks by 90. Hawks by 90. Right? I mean, just incredible. Just absolutely incredible here. What is going on today's show? Let's see here. The past master says, I'm not a huge country fan, but I'm a sucker for Miranda. Miranda Lambert, she is pretty hot. I'll give you that. I'm not going to go into detail like I said about Carrie Underwood the other night. I'll be good. I'll be a good soldier. But I can see what you mean about Miranda Lambert. I understand. Mark Sanchez says, I'm telling you, Purdy will hit the ground this week. Yeah? We'll see. Geronimo wants to know, how many boots can you down in one show? We can find out. I don't know what the answer is to that question, but I'm willing to find out what that answer is. For you, you've had 4 in one show? I've done 2 before in one show, but that's all. That's the most I've done. But I guess we'll keep the party going. All right. So I got to do another set boot. This is my second of the day. Before I do this, Matthew's saying someone called Tyler Jones an Uber. He's going to be wasted after this boot. We'll find out. I got a great song for you.
Let's hear it.
Since we're on the country fix. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Heads, Carolina. Tails, California. Maybe she'd fall for a boy from South Carolina. She's got the bar in the palm of her hand, and she's a 90s country fan like I am. Hey, I got a Chevy. She can flip a quarter. I'd drive her anywhere from here to California. When this song's over, I got to find her because she had me at Heads, Carolina.
We're getting off the rails here. We're getting off the rails.
Heads, Carolina. Tails, California. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Great song. All right, time for another boot. Last time was my personal best. 13 seconds. Don't know if I can do 13 again.
That was good.
But we'll give our best effort. I'll go down and try.
I thought the 10-second head start, I was going to be able to catch you up. You were done.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. All right, time for another boot. Here we go. Jeremy, you got the clock ready?
I can get it ready.
All right. Here we go. 5,
4, 3, 2.
1.
Boots as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. They're as sweet as strawberry wine. They're as warm as a glass of brandy. And I stay strong
18.97. Let's
on
go.
your love
2
all
boots.
the time.
In under 20 seconds.
Boots as smooth
Yes. Woo!
as Tennessee whiskey. They're as sweet as strawberry wine. They're as warm as a glass of brandy. I'll stay strong on your love all the time.
What a day. Hawks by 90.
Hawks by 90.
Hawks by 90.
Book it. Go to chat.
Chatsports.com/bet.
Promo code Seahawks 125. Book it right now. Hawks by 90.
Hawks by 90.
Geno Smith over 250 passing yards. Brock Purdy over 1 interception. Lock it down. Lock it down.
Yeah.
Put 2 minutes in the clock, Tyler.
2 minutes on the clock.
Oh,
we
God.
get a super chat. We stay live. Otherwise, we sign off. But I'll be honest. I'm having a good time. I don't want to leave.
It's been a great day.
I want to keep it going. It's up to you guys. It's your show. Geronimo says Tyler turning red.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Geronimo says Hawks by 99 beers on the wall. 99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer. You take one down, you pass it around. 99 bottles of beer on the wall. 98 bottles of beer on the wall. 98 bottles of beer. You take one down and pass it around. 98 bottles of beer on the wall. Woo! Let's see.
Sydney saying the Seahawks.
Passmaster says, oh, wow, thought Chugs was about to bust out some Deanna Carter, but I also love me some Mindy. Guys do it all the time.
Oh, God.
All right, that's 1 minute gone by. We get a super chat of any amount. Any amount. Could be $1. Could be $500. No says someone super chatted 500. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mark
You missed
Sanchez. It was electric.
Go back and go watch the live show after we end it. It was crazy. Also, we got a good matchup right here,
Matthew
Tyler.
says someone tipped 5. Got to hear the drunken DK song.
If we don't get a super chat, Matthew, we'll end the show with it. How about that?
But we got to keep going. I'm not done. I'm not ready to go home.
I'm sure you're not, Tyler.
I'm not. Jeremy's not either. Dinner can wait.
We got a good game on right now that we're watching.
We're watching Alabama and Arkansas.
Alabama ranked 4, Arkansas ranked 15. I actually covered this number 0. He's a true freshman, Anthony Black. He played at Duncanville last year. Really good player. Actually, really good receiver as well. But he chose basketball over football. Yeah, he was really good.
Let's see. No says, love your content. Can't wait till you show some top prospects for that first and second round.
We're going to be, for right now, as long as the Seahawks are in the playoffs, we're doing playoff content. As soon as they're done, we'll start our off-season content. We'll do, trust me, ton of mock drafts.
We have months to do the content.
Ton of mock drafts, ton of free agents to sign, ton of top prospects.
Mark says, hey, guys, I'll probably miss the broadcast Saturday. I'll be downtown watching the game.
Oh, hell yeah, Mark.
Mark, we're going live an hour ahead of time, and we'll do post-game. You can still join us even before or after the game.
Either way, Mark, we hope you have a great time. We want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You really, made this channel. You're. I would say you're the first. I don't want to preemptively say this, Tyler, but I think Mark is the first person on the Seahawks Mount Rushmore.
He is. Yes, he is the Mount Rushmore of
Yes.
Seahawks today. I look at, some of our heavy hitters here on Seahawks today. Mark Sanchez is right up there. Jaden Norris is up there. Christopher Bryson, he's the one that bought the jersey. He's up there. I mean, we've had a fantastic crew that's all contributed to this show and just made this thing what it is today. And I'll say this, too. One more note. Win or lose, we booze. Win or lose, the Wednesday live show continues. We'll still be with you here each and every Wednesday, no matter what, through the off season and everything, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. So if you are one of those that have made this your weekly routine to be here on Wednesdays, just because the season ends doesn't mean we can't have a good time talking Seahawks. So even if the Seahawks lose on Saturday, we will still be here with you Wednesday.
The Pass Master, real one.
Chugs and Tyler, you guys, I will drop by. Take care, brothers. I did not see a super chat come in, so we will go ahead and sign off, and we'll see you. Let's show the graphic, will we, for Saturday?
The photo?
Yeah, the photo, yeah. Yep. We will go live about an hour before kickoff for Seahawks and 49ers. Myself, the great Jeffrey Cooperstein will be here. And we will tell you everything you need to know about this game. It's going to be a hell of a time. And then we'll react to the game in real time. We'll have a few drinks like we did today. do our post-game show, this is the place to be. If you love your Seattle Seahawks, if you can't be there at Levi Stadium, you need to be here in the chat. And I'll say this too. We're not telling you not to watch the game on TV. Have the game on and have the volume up on us. And we will entertain you better than what you'll see on TV.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So whether you can watch the game or
Hashtag
not.
real one, pass master. A real one right there.
Be watching us.
And you know what? Just because of Mark, just because of everybody in the chat that's been a real one today, I think we give them one on the house.
One more. 3, 2, 1.
Chompin', Carroll's chompin', Gino passes, no one stopping, DK, touchdowns all day, he rolls.
Oh, deleted with a $2 super chat.
That puts another minute on the clock, deleted.
That's another minute. We'll read the super chat and then we'll put another minute on. We're not done. Can't believe how the media has betrayed us. It's always interesting to me seeing how the media tweets, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the media left this team for dead, wrote them off. I will say, I know what you mean by that deleted, but to the media's credit, they have shown a lot of love to Geno Smith and what Seattle has accomplished this year. I don't think they ever gave him a chance to be a serious threat or contender or be in this position.
Yeah.
But I would say the media has recognized the job that's been done. I think that's fair to say, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Okay. Deleted. Thanks for that super chat. All right, so we stay on.
1 minute on the clock.
All right, 1 minute. What say you guys? Matthew says Seahawks always got tossed aside in the media. I see what you mean. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I do think the rest of the media did acknowledge the type of year that was going on for Seattle. Maybe not thought of them as that they were going to have a good year going in, but I see what you mean. Let's see. Jose says, I will say this. Geno, hands down, comeback player of the year. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
No question. Cash. Colin Cowherd is the biggest Seahawk hater. I don't listen much to Cowherd, to be honest with you, but yeah, he's from Seattle, too. 20 seconds on the clock. We get a super chat. We stay on. Otherwise, we sign off. Let's see what you guys have. This has been one of the best days we've had in the history of this channel. You guys made this a lot of fun. Deleted says, yeah, I'm saying for this playoff game, no one has the Seahawks winning. Yeah, I mean, yes, no one does have the Seahawks winning. You're not wrong about that, Deleted. But,
yeah,
I mean, part of it, too, I think when you've lost 2 in a row to this team, when they won the division, it comes with what you did, too.
Yeah,
So,
real talk.
in actuality. Tex Ass Tickler, go to hell.
You know what? We're just gonna hide you on the channel.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah, you can
Go tickle someone else's ass.
You can suck it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not tickling our ass.
Oh, God.
All right. So that resets the shot clock after that super chat from Deleted. 1 minute on the clock.
Oh, God.
Join us Saturday, 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific for our watch party. Jeremy, you got a wedding to go to, right? No. You'll stop by. You got to do the Raiders show.
No, yeah, I'll be here for the second half. I'll be popping in and out. Me and Mitch, we're doing a couple of watch parties just to watch some of the games. You know, just hang out. You know, watch some of the playoff football. You know.
Jeremy will stop by at some point. Jeffrey Cooperstein is going to be manning the ship.
And Deleted has a very good point. Very hard to beat a team 3 times in one season.
Correct. It is. All right. 15 seconds. Charlie the Unicorn checking in. Let's go Seahawks. I agree. Go Hawks. Get the job done.
Go Hawks.
Man, All right, 5 seconds. We will see you on Saturday, 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. Be here. Invite all your friends. Make sure they're here. And if you can't join us Saturday, stay with us with a live show each and every Wednesday. Win or lose, the show goes on, as they say. All right. Mark says Super Bowl prediction. No matter what, Bills versus Eagles.
I like it.
Geronimo says one more boot place. LOL. Another $150. We can do one more. But I haven't seen that come in.
Oh, yeah.
I see where you're going with that. But Mark,
yeah.
I'm with you on the Eagles. I like the Chiefs more than I do Buffalo right now.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Charlie says Seahawks are playing with house money. Yeah,
That's true.
I think so. They have nothing to lose at this point. All right, we got to go. We will see you all Saturday. Join us, 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. Jeremy Chuggs, this has been a great day.
It's been awesome.
I've had a lot of fun, my friend. Guys, have a